What's going on, guys? Anthony with Simple Tech Talk here, where I help you get the most out of your Android device. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I wanted to talk to you really briefly about something called motion and gesture controls. So we've been going down a little bit of a list of certain settings that I like to make adjustments to really optimize my experience on my phone. And I found another one that I really wanted to discuss with you guys. It's all about motion and gestures. So just to jump right into it, we're not gonna hesitate on it. We're just gonna go right into it. We'll put it up on side. We're just gonna swipe down and go into settings and go into display. Oh, and I do apologize, it's not even display. Advanced features. You're gonna go into motion and gestures. So here you're gonna see some of the ones that I have turned on, and a lot of them I have turned on, and you can switch them on and off, and this is all dependent on you. So lift to wake is exactly what it sounds like, right? So your phone's in a black screen, and when you pick it up, it's in an idle position. You pick it up, it's automatically gonna light up for you. You don't have to hit any side buttons or anything like that. If you have a fingerprint lock or a code of some sort, it's gonna ask for that when you swipe, but it's a nice way to, as soon as you grab it and you gesture to start looking at it, the screen's already lighting up for you. So that's something that I actually use fairly often. Double tap to wake up is really nice if you're in a work environment and your phone is on the desk and you're gonna tap on that. So that way you don't have to constantly lift it up or whatever it may be to wake it. You can actually just kind of double tap, it'll unlock the screen, you can swipe away. So that's something that I like to keep on. Another thing that I like to keep on is Smart Stay. So in Smart Stay, the fun thing about this is it recognizes that you're looking at it. I don't know if you've ever been watching a video, let's say your timer, your screen timeout is at 30 seconds and you're watching a small video on Instagram. After a small while, your screen dims out, and it's meant to save you some battery life. But what this is actually gonna do is recognize that you're looking at the screen and not turn itself off. Pretty efficient. Smart Alerts I have on. Now, one of the things that I like about Smart Alert, I believe we should be able to go into it. So Smart Alerts is a real subtle thing. If you're paying attention, you'll notice. When you pick up the phone, it's doing the gesture right now, it'll vibrate in your hand. A very gentle vibration, very gentle like the one on the smartwatch. And that vibration will then kind of remind you there's an alert that you've missed. So let's say you don't have a smartwatch, you're in a loud environment, you didn't hear the phone go off, and you finally grab the phone, it'll gently vibrate in your hand, kind of forcing you to look at it and say, holy smokes, I missed a notification, okay? That's one of those things that I like to turn on. And then easy mute on. This one is really cool. You can actually put your hand over the screen when you're getting a phone call or something, or just flip it over. Honestly, this is a silly one, but at the same time, it's really cool. Just as a gesture, you kind of feel a bit more efficient when you just don't want that phone call. You just slam that phone down and it's okay. But you can also hit the volume up or down to mute the sound and not immediately send that person to voicemail. So those are just a few things that I wanted to go over in motion and controls. I honestly really think this is a fun way to kind of explore your phone. If you decided to, you can actually play around with one-handed mode. And I'll kind of demonstrate it for you right now. So one-handed mode, what happens is you swipe in from the corner, and let's see if it'll do it. There you go. And it actually shrinks down the entire screen, making it easier for one-handed use. And you can hit the little arrow to switch each side that it'll go on. And if you double tap in that, or tap simply in that blank space, it'll go to a larger screen. Now, be aware that when you're in that kind of a mode, if you have your navigation bar set up the way that we do, it may be easy to hit that. So we're hitting the back button, but you might just hit the corner and end up shrinking your screen. So just be aware of that, okay guys? I don't want you to kind of flip out and wonder why that's happening. You have two kinds of sensors in that corner that are recognizing a bit of what you're going for there. So go back to advanced features and go into motion and gestures. So I actually prefer to keep one-handed mode turned off, and palm swipe to capture. So a lot of people are really curious as how you can screenshot on these phones. Most people don't know. You have two ways of doing that: volume down and the home button. And once you do that, you'll get a small flash. Let's do that real quickly. There you go. I just did a screenshot. Or you can turn on palm swipe to capture. It never works for me. Let's see if it works. So you actually do like this, and there you go. I did a palm swipe and it did a screenshot. I personally don't like that. I think it's a little odd. I don't mind using the two buttons. So that's why I turned that off. thought it was really fun to kind of go through some of these settings, just kind of go through, again, what makes these guys stand out and work a little bit differently than the others. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this very brief, very quick video for you guys today. And I really appreciate you joining me again on this channel. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Like I said, I'm going to keep loading them up, and if you can see, I'm already on my 3rd video recently. And you know, share this with your friends. These are the kinds of things that honestly should get people from Apple over to Samsung for the first time. A lot of my followers have done so, and I've gotten, you know, some really nice feedback on that level. And these are the things right here, in my opinion, should really get people to understand why Samsung, in my opinion, is just the top of the line overall best phones on the market usually. So thanks again for spending time with me, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Peace. Alright guys, thank you very much for spending your time with me on the channel. Any questions you have or any advice you need, please don't forget to put them in the comments below, or hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. And you never know, your question might be answered in the form of a featured video here on the channel. So if you like my content, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you can be notified when I put up a new video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.